Russell Westbrook has officially now been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers to join Anthony Davis and LeBron James and form the NBA's newest big three. So today's video, we're going to be doing a normal 3-year rebuild of that team. Obviously, I just did end up doing a Russell Westbrook Lakers rebuild like 2 or 3 days ago. It really sucks that the timing on this one is so bad, but the trade's actually looking a little bit different than what I originally thought it was going to be. I thought Dennis Schroeder would be in there in some sort of sign-and trade. That is not the case, so here we are today doing it a little bit differently. So I'm not going to get too into my thoughts on this deal right now. I actually tweeted out a lot of my thoughts on Twitter. If you guys want to go check those out, feel free to follow me on there as well. But, shameless plug. But, I think it's pretty cut and dry what this team needs to do. I mean, they need to add a center that's competent in some way, shape, or form. Along with that, 2 or 3 shooters off the bench, a couple in the starting lineup. You're absolutely golden. I think this team's probably a lock to come out of the West, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, they were probably coming out of the West anyways if LeBron and Anthony Davis weren't hurt. That's, again, just my opinion, but we will see. Time will tell. So, we're going to get into this one now. Right before we do, if you guys are new around here want to subscribe to the channel, man, I would definitely appreciate it. We're on the road to 30K, and every single one does help. So, you guys can feel free to let me know your thoughts on this trade down below in the comment section as well. And if you guys want to see the other side of this trade, I'd be happy to do it in just a few days. So without further ado, the Russell Westbrook Los Angeles Lakers rebuild. So I also just want to make it clear at the time that I am recording this rebuild right now, we currently just wrapped up the first round of the NBA draft. As much as I would love to sit through both rounds of the NBA draft and then get this done, unfortunately, I don't have time for that. I got to record 2 videos tonight because I'm going away for some of the weekend. As you guys know, I've been on a good upload streak of every single day. So we're going to get into qualifying offers with this team. Taylor Horton-Tucker, I will give the qualifying offer to. Actually, very good job by the Lakers not having to give him up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there are definitely some deals that he probably could have been in, but I think getting or, retaining him even in a Russell Westbrook trade, still a very good job. So, free agency is here. Obviously this is 2K, and I also want to make clear this is not a realistic rebuild whatsoever. My goal is to get a couple championships here. Hopefully with this squad, LeBron's 36 at this point. We don't have forever. So, if we got to take a look at the breakdown of what we have at this point in time, Marcus Gasol obviously could be our starting center. He very well could be for the Lakers in real life. I would like to get a little bit younger. I mean, we have a pretty old core here. I mean, not that Anthony Davis is really that old, but I mean, 36-year-old LeBron James, 32-year-old Russell Westbrook. The time to win is now. This isn't going to be a day, or this isn't going to be a rebuild where we're developing prospects. I want to get that out of the way right now. So our big three is kind of complete. Unfortunately, they take up quite a bit of money. I believe it's like $120-something million. So we're not going to have a big budget to spend, but we will make do with what 2K allows us to do, and that is probably me giving Andre Drummond a shit ton of money. The fact that Andre Drummond has a $98 million contract from the Charlotte Hornets right now, thanks for being the most realistic basketball game out there. I'm going to give him the money and then probably trade him. I'm also going to pay Dennis Schroeder and then probably trade him just because 2K is just so broken, and I love how broken it is. So all 3 of you are back. We're going to let Morris go. Harrell's obviously gone now. Is that a trade acceptance? No, it's a cap hold. What? I traded him. I'd like to bring back Taylor Horton-Tucker, and we can hopefully get him back. I believe do we have bird rights on him or no? So he's going to be a restricted free agent, so we're allowed to match any deal. That's basically how 2K works here. So we're probably going to go ahead and move Schroeder for some sort of shooting guard at this point. Could I maybe get Buddy Hield? I might, just because I think it would be fun. It's a fun what if anyways, so I might try it for a season. It's probably going to work out just because of how good this team is already, but I'll see you guys with some sort of trade. Time to see if the Sacramento Kings will bless me and let me give them Dennis Schroeder and Alfonso McKinney for Buddy Hield. They do not want to do that. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, not a lot of picks left. It only takes 2 seconds, and we officially get Buddy Hield today here in LA. So, he's not 100% going to be our shooting guard for the entire video. Could I have got somebody better? It's definitely possible, but, it's just cool to see. It's a hypothetical. I mean, maybe at this time you guys have seen this video, he very well could be on this team anyways. So, we're going to go ahead. He's going to be our starting shooting guard. He's going to be next to Russell Westbrook in the backcourt. I re-signed Caruso. He'll back up Russell Westbrook. So at this point in time, we need to get a backup power forward. I'm not playing Andre Drummond. I'm just not doing. I mean, yes, he puts up tremendous numbers in this game, but I think there's definitely a better center out there that I can go ahead and trade for just because, you move him to power forward. The dude's an 88 overall. Jared Allen, honestly, not even that bad. He's obviously a lot younger. He's, 12 and 11. I mean, Drummond's, very similar here in 2K, at least in that final year he just had right there. Clint Capella's another option and a first-round pick. Okay, I got to do this deal. It's an Oklahoma City pick. I know the Hawks don't have the Oklahoma City pick, but when 2K blesses me, I'm never going to question it. So we also got rid of a 36-year-old Gasol. I mean, kind of turning around some of this older aging core, maybe get some nice younger pieces on this team if we still have any bit of money left. So, obviously Clint Capella is one of those, grind low post, defensive centers. I mean, ultimately, I don't necessarily think it's going to be easy to kind of get a stretch 5. Those aren't something you just kind of come by every single day here in free agency. So as much as, I would like to get a guy at the center spot who can maybe stretch the floor a little bit, the backup center spot, I don't know if necessarily that's going to be possible. I mean, if we short by 3-point ratings, what do we got here? Gorgie Jang, Mari Spellman, Pau Gasol. A little old at this point. Philip Petrusev. I mean, some of these guys honestly could even be in the draft. But I think Rudy Gay would be cool. I just think Frank Kaminsky's a little bit younger, so I'll get him to back up Anthony Davis here. So ultimately, I do need to get a pretty solid backup shooting guard. I mean, Buddy Hield is our lowest overall in this entire rotation. Willie Cauley-Stein's, honestly, I can make do with that first. Oh, we still have Taylor Horton-Tucker. I forgot about that. So he's probably going to end up accepting a qualifying offer, which is what I would imagine. And then he's honestly I'll actually try to get him some minutes on this team. I don't know if necessarily it's going to be, 100% feasible, but I'll work out something in the rotation. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 1. So our rotation is looking a little bit weird right now. Technically, I know I signed Avery Bradley to be our backup shooting guard. He's just ultimately not going to be playing just because I do want to get Taylor Horton-Tucker minutes. It feels stupid just to kind of bench him and not play him just because I want the rotation to look pretty. Ultimately, if something's not working here, mid-season, trade deadline, whatever it may be, I'll probably go ahead and switch it up. But as of now, this is how it's going to look. Russell Westbrook, Buddy Hield, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and our new addition at the center spot in Clint Capella. Our bench unit, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Frank Kaminsky, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Alex Caruso. It's still a pretty solid bench, honestly. I mean, it definitely could be worse. Honestly, maybe would have liked another shooter on this bench, but it's 2K. I mean, it'll work no matter what you do. So that is it for now. This team definitely should be favored to, hopefully go out and win a championship, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So it appears 2K's on some other shit today as Russell Westbrook wins another MVP. I have no idea how as a third option here in LA he wins MVP, but he does. 24 points, 8.5 rebounds, 10.5 assists. Pretty solid year for Russ. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year in Detroit. That video is coming tomorrow. You guys will see that very shortly. Price Achiuwa, 6th Man of the Year in Miami. Jonathan Isaac and Yeka Okongwu and Frank Vogel. We go 66 and 16. This team should definitely be favored to be winning a championship. Led in scoring by LeBron, followed by Russ. Buddy Hield, 22 points a game. If he's putting up these kind of numbers, man, I have no reason to get an upgrade there. I mean, obviously, Capella doesn't really, it doesn't hurt Buddy Hield's stats compared to a guy, maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, maybe if I went out and got Nikola Vucevic, who's a 20-plus point per game center. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Clint Capella's not in this lineup to score the basketball. Frank the Tank Kaminsky, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Alex Caruso. Rebounds per game went to Capella, and assists was Russ. So, Phoenix, hopefully going to be a pretty easy first-round matchup. Obviously, this team did technically beat the Lakers last year. I don't know why I'm saying technically. They did beat the Lakers last year, but I mean, Anthony Davis and LeBron had injuries, so we'll sim the first round here. We do win in 5. Moving on to Dallas, Luka Doncic, Evan Fournier, Kelly Oubre Jr., Daniel Tice, and Kristaps Porzingis is what it's looking like for Dallas. We sweep them, and oh boy, we got the Pelicans here. The hype beast Pelicans. Oh, brother, here we go. We win in 6, and oh boy, LeBron against his old team. We got a rematch of the bubble NBA Finals, bro. Victor Oladipo, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler. Kyle Anderson's an interesting addition at that 4 spot next to Bam Adebayo. Let's see what happens here, man. Same result this time in 7 games. Russell Westbrook balls out in his first career finals win. You'll love to see it, man. Getting Brody a ring. Pretty cool to see. So the goal's complete. I mean, we didn't really do a ton here today. I mean, obviously we made some smaller scale moves, but, ultimately we didn't really, do anything. That Oklahoma City pick's unprotected, and I really shouldn't have it. I'm kind of guilty right now, but it fell to 5 anyways. That makes me feel a little bit better, but I'm not supposed to have that pick, but I'm not going to just trade it away. I mean, I traded an asset, I think, for that pick. Oh, it was in the Drummond deal, wasn't it? I don't know if I'd necessarily say an asset, but I still traded something away. Okay, I'm going to keep it, I think. I just kind of want to. I mean, we've already won a championship. The hard part... No, eat a dick. The hard part of this video is kind of over, I would say. Kenny Atkinson, sure. Welcome to LA. So, I do feel a little guilty, but ultimately I kind of want to make this a God squad, get LeBron and, Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook even another ring. I think that'd be kind of cool. So, 5th overall pick, I don't really know. I mean, Buddy Hield just put up absolute numbers for us. There's really no reason to trade him. I might go ahead and draft somebody, if I'm being honest. I'm either going to draft somebody or upgrade the bench, because I'm running it back with the same starting 5 as last year. There's no reason not to. So, I'll either see you guys with the trader in the draft. So we're going to be drafting somebody. Wasn't able to find any trade that I really did love. Any really trade that would have been a crazy upgrade to this bench. Paolo Banchero, low-key, could slide in and kind of replace Frank Kaminsky. Some other options we have. Jalen Duran could come in here. I don't know, man. I mean, I would obviously like to upgrade my backup point guard spot. Maybe Kennedy Chandler out of Tennessee could be an option there. I don't know. I think backup point guard and backup shooting guard are definitely, 2 things that we definitely need to focus on. There's not a ton of shooting guards here. Adrian Griffin Jr. looks like he's the highest ranked one right now. All right, I'll take Kennedy Chandler. As much as I love Caruso, I just think it's time to, move on, move upward. He got a ring here. Kennedy Chandler is going to be the same overall as him, and he's only 19 years old. So Russ does decline his $47 million player option. Not something I thought I'd be saying in today's video. But nonetheless, we're going to hopefully try to bring him back on actually a cheaper deal. It's just more years, and I'm going to go ahead and pay Taylor Horton-Tucker as well, who wants $15 million a year. Willie Cauley-Stein, goodbye. We're going to get hopefully somebody, maybe even an upgrade at that backup center spot. We gave Taylor Horton-Tucker technically his qualifying offer. I do want to save some money. So Caruso's probably either going to get traded for a backup shooting guard, or honestly, I think Frank Kaminsky might just honestly slide to center. I mean, what does his overall do at center? It's a 76? Never mind. Okay. I'll trade Kaminsky for either a shooting guard or a center, and then I'll do the opposite with Alex Caruso, and then Anthony Davis is one of the backups. So, shooting guards, Kendrick Nunn. How tall is Kendrick Nunn? He's 6'2". I can make that work. Kendrick Nunn's going to slide to that backup shooting guard spot. How tall is... Okay, Chandler's only 6'1". So, Kendrick Nunn's going to back up Buddy Hield. Alex Caruso is going to get me a backup center or a first-round pick. Then I can sign a center. Really not the biggest deal in the world. Hernan Gomez, I just get way too much. I get Azubuike way too much as well. First round pick from Houston. It's actually a Milwaukee pick. Is fine by me. And then we'll go ahead and sign. Honestly, do I want to... You know what? Screw it. We're running it back with Boogie here in LA. Why the hell not, man? Okay. Made a couple upgrades to this team's bench. I'm in a really good spot right now, I'd say. We're looking to go back-to-back. I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. So fresh off a championship, we are running it back with the same exact starting 5 here in LA in season number 2. Russell Westbrook, Buddy Hield, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Clint Capella. Our bench unit has definitely gotten a little bit better. Kendrick Nunn, Taylor Horton-Tucker, DeMarcus Cousins, and Kennedy Chandler. Let's see what this team can do, man. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. So Russ does not go back-to-back in the MVP department, unfortunately. Trae Young gets his first career MVP in Atlanta of his young, very successful career. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Precious Achiuwa, Sixth Man of the Year again. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year again. Jonathan Kuminga, Most Improved for Golden State. Nate McMillan, Coach of the Year this year. Wow, only 54-28 after 66 wins and some upgrades. A little sus. Still a 1 seed, though. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Buddy Hield, Kendrick Nunn, Clint Capella. I mean, we obviously had another scoring option in Nunn. But I really didn't think. I mean, LeBron at under 20. When was the last time LeBron was under 20 points per game in his career? Has he ever been under 20 points per game in his career? He averaged 31. Oh, my God. No, this is the first time in LeBron's career, and it took him until age 38. Not even his rookie season, he was under 20 points a game. This dude is goated. Golden State, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kuminga, Eric Pascal, James Wiseman, got Wiggins off the bench, followed by Jordan Poole. How on earth is that an 8 seed? I don't know. We win in 7, though. Moving on to Dallas, who we beat last year in the second round as well. Looks like they didn't change the starting 5 at all, which means hopefully same result. And it is, we win in 7. Wow, we're in a couple 7-round series, and we got, wow, New Orleans again. 7-game series is what I meant. Lonzo, Richardson, Ingram, Zion, and Jonas Valanciunas there for New Orleans. We win in 5, and we got the Bulls here in the finals. Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, Larry Markkinen, and Nikola Vucevic. Pretty similar starting 5, and we win again. And Russell Westbrook's second career finals MVP now. Pretty cool to see. Wow, 7 games with that team? Really? Is what it is. I'm never going to complain when we win. Why would 29 teams approve this here, 2K? I actually don't mind that changing, you know, the foul out to 7 instead of 6, but that's fine. We'll decline it. So, draft lottery time. Hopefully, we're not in it again this year. We are not. We will go ahead and send this one. Thunder, Hawks, and Raptors are your top 3. Staff signing now. There's really no reason to move on from anybody here. We'll go ahead and get Gregory Peterson. I think he was already our trainer, so we'll get him back. And now up to the draft. I highly doubt we have a first-round pick. We do. We actually have our own first-round pick as well. That must have been a pick swap or something. I find it hard to believe that we have our own first-round pick. Qualifying offer is Kendrick Nunn, Taylor Horton-Tucker. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd year in a row I've given Taylor Horton-Tucker qualifying offer. How he still has one, I have absolutely no idea, but God bless you, 2K. So LeBron, free agent. I definitely want to bring him back. I can give him up to $47 million. He has a 1-year offer of $16.5 million from the Sixers. I'm pretty sure he should accept like a 1-year, $31 million deal from us. I also need to bring back Clint Capella. That is something I definitely need to do, and I can wait on Tucker. And I can wait on Kendrick Nunn, and we're going to announce the rights here on everybody, and we should be good. We honestly should. They're both qualified, so they're not going anywhere unless I say so. And now we're going to go ahead and pay both of these guys, and because it's the final year, so I don't really care. And we get Nunn back, and we get Taylor Horton-Tucker back. And I'll make one small change to the starting lineup. I'll probably move on from DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, I don't like leaving teams exactly how they were for multiple years. So we'll go ahead and move on from Boogie. We got him a ring. Congratulations, fat ass. And so now we can go ahead and trade for Xavier Tillman. Going to be our new backup center. I'm sorry this video is probably pretty short, man, but there was really no reason to change anything in the starting lineup. I mean, Buddy Hield is putting up career numbers here. I mean, he's just absolutely insane. So 3-peat today. Let's see if we can get it done. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 3. So it really does suck to see all these overalls going down, man. Russell Westbrook down to an 84 overall. LeBron down to a 91 overall. it's just crazy, man. You know, I mean, I know it's coming eventually. In a couple years, these guys are going to start to all kind of regress, but it's just so weird seeing all these guys that I grew up with, you know, at this point in time, you know, not being their normal selves. But I guess that's life, man. Wow, that was deep. Third and final year, Russell Westbrook, Buddy Hield, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Clint Capella, same exact starting five. I mean, we really didn't change much. I actually am giving them a few less minutes, though. The bench is definitely getting a few more minutes just because, again, age, regression, there's no reason not to. This team's honestly as good as I thought it was going to be. 2 championships later. We're trying to get a third. Let's get it done. So I was able to catch our record before we stopped simming the final season here, man. We went 58-24. Honestly, it's better than last year, worse than the first year. It is what it is because we're still a 1 seed. Luka Doncic, just first career MVP award. Obviously, Trae Young won one last year. Same draft class, probably one of the bigger win-win trades in NBA history. Isaac Lekikale is your Rookie of the Year. Preston Chua, Jonathan Isaac, nothing's changing there. Victor Wembanyama, Most Improved. Frank Vogel goes Coach of the Year at 58-24. So, some numbers real quick. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, LeBron, career low in points. Buddy Hield, Kendrick Nunn, Clint Capella, Kennedy Chandler, Xavier Tillman, Taylor Horton Tucker. Rebounds was Clint Capella at 17.5 a game. Holy fuck. And Russ led us in assists. So Utah, Shaq Harrison, Donovan Mitchell, Modi Bates, Pascal Siakam, and Andre Drummond have definitely made some changes to their team, I would say. But I still think we're probably a little bit better. Yeah, we sweep them. We got Denver, Murray, Malik Beasley, Michael Porter Jr., Alzi Johnson, Nikola Jokic there in Denver. Not bad. And wow, they sweep us. That is not something I thought I was going to see coming. Okay, well, as much as I'd love to do another year of this, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm sure this is a pretty short video, and I'm honestly sorry about it, but I do have to record another video because, you know, I don't want to miss an upload day. I'd rather get 2 videos out, even if they're a little bit shorter. You kind of know what I'm saying. So, feel free to let me know your trades on the Rust, or, you know, LA, you know, trading down below in the comment section. I'd be happy to hear them. I mean, you guys kind of got my short ones, basically. I just think they have to add another score. Do I think ultimately that they still could have maybe gone the Buddy Hield route and maybe even ended up being a little more successful? It's possible. I know Russell Westbrook's a much better player than Buddy Hield. I just think fit-wise, I'd rather have Hield. But, I mean, obviously, if you want to sell tickets, you want to sell jerseys, you're getting Russell Westbrook every day of the week. So, it is what it is, man. If they ultimately add some, you know, really good shooting, you know, guards, wings, whatever it may be, I think they're still in a really good spot. I mean, ultimately, those guys are probably going to have to start. I have no idea who you're going to start at center. I mean, Marc Gasol is not Marc Gasol from 2007. I mean, it's just, it's not the same guy anymore, man. So, I mean, I would like to see them find another stretch 5, but you know, that's easier said than done. So, I mean, we'll see what they do. Obviously, free agency hasn't even started. We just wrapped up the draft last night. I mean, I'm recording this in the middle of the draft. I mean, the first round just ended, as I mentioned. So, that pretty much does it for this one. As always, if you guys are new around here, want to subscribe to the channel, man, I would definitely appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. That would be awesome as well. Other than that, that wraps up this one. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.